fun last night?
I just kind of went to dinner. Yeah, that's about it. Prepare for the game.
Like, how good does it feel to get it done?
No, I'm very happy. Feels good. Yeah, haven't really been thinking about it too much. Just kind of focus on playing. But then, yeah, once you get the call and everything's agreed on and stuff like that, obviously you get very excited, very happy. Proud of myself. Yeah, thankful for teammates, fans, everybody has been around, and yeah, just excited to be here for another 8.
Can you take us through? I assume it's different for each player and agent and team, but what was the process like for the sharing of information and communication?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get in on too much details about it, but I mean, yeah, we started kind of in the summer talking a little bit, and then it's hard to say, but
You leave it mostly to your agent, or just?
yeah, usually, and maybe. I'm more involved, I feel like, in the summer, but then once the season come around, I just want to focus on that. And then, if they have, you talk to them and, you tell them whatever, obviously keep you updated and keep you informed of what's going on and what's happening. But like I said before the season, once the season started, I was not in the rush. I was, I don't want to focus on it too much. And, just right now, I think I'm very happy to get it done, and excited to be here. This is my home, and this is where I want to be.
At the end of the day, maybe how important was it to get a deal that worked for you, but also one that sets this team up for success long term, to be able to add maybe some other guys to get to where you want to go?
Yeah, I mean the goal. We all have the same goal, and obviously we think it's a fair deal for the team and myself as well, and that's what we're looking to do before we signed it. So obviously we want to keep adding players in the future, and it's hard to say where the cap and all that kind of stuff is going. So it's hard to predict what players you can add and stuff like that. But I think we're in a good spot right now. Right now the focus is on this season, and then after that, next year when the contract kicks in, it's a new season. But right now, focus is on the team, and we're playing well right now, so we got to keep that going.
If I can get your thoughts on that. It seems like it's still early, but the most consistent team identity stretch for the Kings the last little while.
Yeah, for sure. I think even going back to the last road trip, had some up and down games. Even though games we won, I think against Chicago and San Jose wasn't the type of games we wanted to play. And I think this road trip's been more consistent. Last game was tough against Ottawa. I think both teams were some frustration in both games, but I think both teams played hard and tried to eliminate the offense for the other team, and not a lot of shots either way. So it's one of those games where maybe you don't feel great, but came out on top. Got great goaltending. So I think the game is there for us right now. We got to keep building on it, and especially going home after this game too. It's going to be important that we keep doing it at home as well.
How much better did you sleep last night, knowing, okay, this is done, it's going to be out there, we can keep going?
I'm still jet lagged, so I still don't sleep great, to be honest. But once we leave here, it's I'm obviously very excited. I was very happy with last night, when I went to bed. So that's obviously it's feels good for me, feels good for my family. So very happy.
When you look at your career, you've been a King, you're going to continue to be a King, and what does this mean for you and your family, and how excited was your wife and your parents on this news?
Yeah, very happy. Obviously, it's hard to communicate with my family because the time change and all that kind of stuff. So, but try to get the information out there to them, and obviously they're very proud, very excited. So am I and my family. We've been in LA the entire time. This is our home. We want to keep building our family, building the future in LA. So it's very excited for everybody, and very thankful for everybody that's been around for these years and for the coming 8 years as well.
I hate to see Drew go down, but for you it is a little bit of an opportunity. How exciting is it to get in tonight and kind of showcase what you can do?
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. Obviously, I feel really bad for Drew. He was playing really good hockey when he went down, so I feel really excited about getting a chance to play again. So that's going to be fun.
It's been a tough stretch where you haven't been able to play a ton of games. What's your focus when you go in, kind of play? You played the one, but for the first time without having played in a while.
I think just trusting that I've been working hard here when I haven't been playing. Just trust that and try to do my best.
How important have these practices been? Do you kind of treat your practice situations like your games to replicate it as best as you can?
Yeah, because we haven't had much. It's more morning skates and stuff. So every time we have practice, I try to go extra hard. But then after morning skates, when we've been kind of doing bag skates, just trying to work hard there. So because I know that eventually I'll get to play. So I'm in good shape when it happens.
What are some of your impressions of the way that the team has played on this road trip now that you're stepping in on Game 5?
I think we've started to find our identity. We're more just putting together really good effort after good effort. I think that's been really fun to see from the press box, and I think we're starting to get into the good groove we found last year. I think we've been starting to get into that.
You had any conversations like with the coaching staff coming into this one about what they expect from you, or maybe what they want you to focus on?
Not really, just in and play my game and give a good effort.
Jim, how rewarding was it to see Adrian, get what he's deserved for all the work he's put in for your team?
Oh, we're really happy for him. Yeah, he's been here for a long time. Important player for the team, I think, for the organization, homegrown, so lots of good stuff there. He gets his money and we get our player, so everybody's happy.
Over the years, how have you kind of seen him evolve? Obviously, as a player, he's become a terrific goal scorer, but off the ice as well and in the room to retain kind of a guy who's become a key part of the leadership group here.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't here when he was, just breaking into the league, so that's usually when you're really cutting your teeth in those first few years. But, we've just seen him since I've been here, grow as a player, and I think, as a leader of the team, I think he's low maintenance for the coach. I think as a teammate, he's always there for his teammates. So, again, those guys, you love to have them in your organization. And when they're elite players like he is, then it makes it even more important.
Could you share an update on Drew Doughty's status?
Drew is week to week.
Week to week.
Yeah, I'll call him week to week. Yeah.
Thank you.
It was near kind of where he got injured last year. Is there any relation at all to the ankle, or is it a completely separate injury?
Yeah, completely separate. Yeah, it'll heal just fine. Yeah.
Expectations for Jacob Moverare tonight?
Well, he played the one game. We didn't get to play much. That was when we went 7. We had the plan for him just to get touching the ice. So it's we're 20 in, so he'll be under the gun a little bit, but I'm sure we'll just ease him in as best we can and get his feet under him. We probably won't pay him 15 or 17 minutes tonight, but he'll just get eased in. And but we know what he can do. We're comfortable with him in there.
In what ways have you seen him stay ready, not just on the ice during practice and morning skate, but attitude-wise as well?
Well, there's nobody better at it than him. I mean, that's what he has, the feather in his cap. Nobody's probably had to do it more than him either, but he's always bounced back from whatever time he's been out. He's in shape, he's a good guy, he's fun, the players enjoy being around him, and then when you put him on the ice, he can do the job. So it's a perfect fit. I'm sure he'd like to be out there every night, but he's there when called upon.
Without Drew, you lose that lefty-righty mix. What do you see in Brian Dumoulin that could maybe make him the guy who could succeed on the right side? Have you talked to him about that at all?
Yeah, no, I talked to him at the beginning of the season. He's played, and we knew this coming in. He's played left and right. He's played all over. He's comfortable in both spots. So it shouldn't be a difficult transition for him at all.
What's it like losing Drew, even if it's only for a couple of weeks?
Well, I mean, we lost him last year for, I think, 5 months. So, we've gone through it before. It's like any player. Somebody else has to step up. Probably other players will assume more minutes. The nice part about this is, he's week to week, not month to month. Last time it was month to month, so we can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel already.